Welcome back to Dead End Gaming. I'm Dead End Dragon, and today is about learning language. You may know this already, but there are actually 8 languages at this time. One for each race, and one for each of the starting factions, Nuya and Hiranya. You can view your proficiency in each of these languages under the skills screen under proficiencies at the very bottom. You begin with max in your racial language and your faction's language, but every other language starts at 0. At this time, you can learn the other faction's language, but you cannot learn any of the other races' languages. But how to learn the other faction languages? Well, for starters, we need to acquire the Art of Language book. In order to do this, you can get them off the auction house, or you can make them by using 50 paper from Logger Lumber Crafting. You can get those off the auction house too. You can get 5 memory ink from the general merchant, or the auction house if you really want. And you can get 5 leather from Pelt Gathering, or off the auction house. So now, we just need to go to a paper press and put it all together. Now we've got our Art of Language book, we need to find the appropriate tutor. For you people over in Nuya, yours is in Marienpol, at the university. For us Hiranya folks, we're over at Mahadevi in the City of Towers at the library. There are specific times that these tutors can be accessed, but it's based off the in-game time, which you can check at the top right corner of your screen. The times that they're accessible is from 10 o'clock to 1900. There is one more option that you can do. You can craft your own cushion. I won't go into the details, but I will throw up the materials that you'll need on screen. And this tutor gives you double XP in the proficiency of the language you're trying to learn, so you can learn it a little faster. As for how long it takes to max out your language and start understanding everybody, it only takes about 60% from what I've realized to start understanding sentences, but if you want to fully max out and understand the other language, here's how much it'll take per method. If you just go to the public tutor, you'll need 200 Art of Language books. If you go to a personal tutor, it only takes 100 books because it gives you double XP. But if you go to both simultaneously and do both, it'll only take 150 books, but you only have to go 75 times to each. This is a lot faster in my opinion. Also, it's good to note that there's a 4-hour debuff once you learn from a tutor, so you're going to need to have some time and patience with this, as it will take multiple goes to each of the tutors to make it to max proficiency. You can't just do it all in one go. There is a third option. It is the payment option. You can get a language proficiency book off the marketplace for 500 gems. This book is good for 7 days in-game time, so as long as you're logged out, your language buff won't decay, and it'll last for a while considering that it doesn't decay while you're offline. But just as a side note on this method, since it maxes out your proficiency, you cannot learn from the tutors during this time. While I haven't done too much with using multiple languages, an example is that you can change your language by typing \Firin into the chat box, and that'll change your language. You should have a notification that will come up to show you that you've changed your language style. Using the list on screen, you can switch out one of your languages for another one that you want to use, using some of the commands above. And that's it. If you've made it this far, definitely feel free to leave a comment and let me know what you're going to talk to the other faction about. Like the video if you've made it this far, and feel free to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this or some other LPs that are going to be up and coming on the channel. Thanks, and we'll see you next time!